When I started to learn to draw, my poses looked rough. That was until I learned to use simple shapes and then turn those shapes into structures and then finally figures. So how was I able to learn this? Let's start by taking a look at this reference and breaking it down. So when I was first learning to draw, a picture like this made me feel absolutely confused because I did not know where to begin. So I did what any beginner would do, which was to try to draw exactly what I saw. Every little detail. You see, I wanted so badly to draw characters and animations, but I didn't really understand how experienced artists saw poses. It wasn't really until I found an online art class then I finally realized I was missing two important pieces. And the first piece was structure. Okay, so pause. So the next part is going to seem like a lot. A year ago, I was exactly where you are today if you're learning this for the very first time. But please know, if I learn this, so can you. So I promise you, you'll make it past this point, but you have to be patient with your journey. Okay, back to the video. So when I first began to learn structure and shapes, I tried to simplify my figures using circles. Now I still really wasn't that great, but I did see improvement. I would see some artists use squares, some artists use circles, some artists use cylinders. Who was right? What was wrong? And so many months and many hours later, I came to a simple conclusion. The answer is 4. Okay. Please let me explain. Don't leave. I will explain. Let's take this reference as an example. You see, when I first started using squares, I noticed that my drawings were way more proportional, but they felt stiff. They felt hard. They felt robotic. Now, when I use ovals, my figures felt more lifelike, but then the shapes came out too round. Muscles looked entirely too soft. And so what I finally began to realize, again, with the help of this art class, was that the entire purpose of using shapes was really a way to simplify muscle groups and bone structures. And that's how I realized that the answer is 4. What I mean is that if you only see one way to get to 4 or figure drawing, an example would be 2 + 2 = 4, then you miss the infinite ways that you can get to 4. Like 1 + 3, 3 + 1, 9 - 5, 8 / 2, etc. If we think of 4 like figure drawing, there's going to be an infinite amount of ways to turn your shapes into the figure. The point is, don't get stuck in thinking that there's only one true way. So now that we know that we use all shapes, let's figure out how we can use each and every shape in our drawings. Now, I don't want to overwhelm you with an infinite way to create figures. So here are a few rules that I follow that have helped me make the best feature of each shape. So when it comes down to perspective, squares, cubes, cylinders are going to be your best friend. It is much easier to draw a cube in perspective than it is to draw a sphere in perspective. I also use squares for more masculine qualities. Men tend to have more angles and straight lines. Whereas with feminine qualities, I tend to like to use circles and ovals. These are massive generalizations, and I do go back and forth. The point is, find what works best for you and your style. If you've noticed during this video, I also connected these shapes and structures using the second half of the equation, and that's gesture. If shapes give structure and proportions, then gesture creates energy and flow. So if you want to see how I take these stiff shapes and add energy and life, watch this next video.